What's going on, guys? How you all doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. With Crystal Palace winning and nicking the 3 points at home and Arsenal getting spanked by Liverpool. Quality. Loved it. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about football in this gameplay. It's another one on Stonehaven. You're probably thinking now, I'm starting to love this map and I really ain't. It's just quite ironic that this is my most hated map on this game, yet I get most of my gameplays, I think. Most of my COD Ghost gameplays have been on Stonehaven. I seem to do quite well on it, although I do try and back out of it whenever I can, but I think I'll just join this game sort of, you know, when you join a game halfway through, or you think it's halfway through, but you're actually starting at the beginning of the game. So I think it's just one of those, and I ended up playing it, and I got a pretty decent score for a TDM. It was about 10 minutes long, but I have heavily cut it, as I do with most of the maps on Call of Duty Ghosts. But anyway, getting on to the topic of the video, I want to talk about Titanfall, my most anticipated game. Well, it isn't. I know I didn't say it wasn't. I'd done a video, I think, towards the end of last year, and I'd done my top 5 most anticipated games for 2014. Titanfall wasn't at the top, but it is the first game that's coming out in the list that I've done. So at the moment, my focus is all on Titanfall. I cannot wait for the game to come out, and I just wanted to go through some of the things that have been confirmed and what we already know in Titanfall, and maybe you'll learn something that you haven't already. I'm trying to build the hype a little bit for Titanfall. I know that a lot of people are already put off by it because it's made by the original makers of Call of Duty, and people have said, no, it's going to be crap, going to be this, going to be that, but no one has played it, and I can only go by facts and what we already know. Right, let's get the obvious things out of the way first. Now, Microsoft claim that it's a Microsoft exclusive, which it's not, because it's out on the PC as well. It's on the Xbox One, the 360, and it's out on PC, and it's coming out on March the 11th for the people in North America on the Xbox One and PC. It's coming out on March the 25th for 360 in North America as well. It's out in the UK March the 14th, which I believe is a Friday. I think it's going to come out on a Friday, so I'll have it in time for the weekend. And unfortunately for you 360 users, it's coming out on March the 28th. Now, we know we're getting a public beta. I was led to believe that it's going to be Friday this week, although I don't think we've had that fully confirmed yet. I'll have to have a little look around. I maybe confirm it in my next video, but I'm sure that the beta is coming this Friday on the 14th. I know there was a lot of controversy around this, but the game modes are limited to 6v6 human players. Now, I don't think that's really a bad thing. I know I've said in previous videos it might work like a League of Legends or a Dota 2, where you have 6v6 players and you'll have lots of AI on there, and it has been confirmed that it could be up to, I believe, 12 AI on each team. So potentially you could have 36 people to shoot at, or people, you know what I mean. It's going to have a creator class system, very similar to Call of Duty, as you could probably imagine. You're going to have a primary gun, you're going to have a secondary gun, you're going to have, I think, 1 perk slot, although that, again, that's not confirmed. That was in the alpha, that you could have a perk. There was only 2 available in the alpha, and there was also a weapon that every single class would have, and that's an anti-Titan weapon, which I think is just perfect. Rather than having to equip a Stinger missile like we have done in Call of Duty, by standard you're going to have an anti-Titan weapon, so that will balance things out, make it accessible for everyone to be able to take Titans out with ease. The primary weapon slot is going to include the usual range of assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns and sniper rifles like you would normally get in most FPS shooters these days. But going back to their AI characters in the game, they're not actually going to be like other players. They're going to act as if they're grunts. I don't think they're going to be they're going to be nil effective, I think, towards other players, to be perfectly honest. I think they're just there just as fillers, people to shoot at. If you're not very good at the game, or a new player to FPS games, you're always going to have an option there. It's not going to be something like, if you can't beat a player, then you've got these other AI characters which will also grant you points towards getting a Titan. So I think they just chucked them in there just to be able to, as I say, use them as fillers, just to have something there so the action is constantly non-stop. The Titans themselves can either be user controlled, just like a kill streak, like, you know, you get into a chopper gunner or something. They could be used like that, or they could be used as an AI thing, as they could protect you. Basically, you could wander around the map and they'll just protect you as like normal. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. 2 game modes have been confirmed for Titanfall, and the first one I like to talk about is hardpoint domination. Now, that is exactly as it seems. It's a mix between domination from your regular Call of Duty and hardpoint from Black Ops 2. Basically, you got 3 points on the map, and they're not exactly points, they're rooms. So imagine hardpoint, where it was like a little area that you would hold down. We got 3 of them scattered across the map, and you would take them, and it works exactly the same principle as domination. Attrition is the name of the other game mode that has been confirmed. It's a game mode similar to Team Deathmatch, where players must hold out against the enemy team until the clock runs down. So, yeah, Team Deathmatch is basically what that is. I think my only problem with the game so far is the fact that it's coming out on 360. Now, I don't know how much that is going to hold back the Xbox One and PC versions. I really hope it doesn't hold it back that much. I know that Respawn Entertainment are doing the Xbox One version and the PC version, and that another studio called Bluepoint Games is making the 360 version, so hopefully they're going to be very similar. I hope they are, for obviously obvious reasons. I don't want the 360 users getting a totally different game, but then again, I'm hoping that it doesn't sort of hold it back from what it can actually be sort of capable of, like with the hardware specs and everything. Hopefully I'm making sense when I say that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're winding down to the end of the gameplay. I think I'll go 28-2. I think I nicked the final kill cam here with some camper. If you notice my 2 deaths, they were just by 2 bullshit camping deaths. They were just aiming down, ADSing down a doorway. Oh, this game sometimes. Well, anyway, Titanfall is almost here. I've got so much ideas. I'm sort of stuck in a rut at the moment with things to talk about. I've got so much Call of Duty Ghost gameplay. I'm just running out of topics to talk about. So if you can think of anything that you'd like me to cover or speak about, then obviously let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a rating. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.